Hello YouTube land, this is the Comic Book Ninja with another original comic art showcase featuring some of the original comic art from my personal collection. The first one you see here is the Silver Surfer and Thanos. There's a commission done by Ron Lim back in 2014 during the WonderCon in Anaheim, and I commissioned Ron Lim, the artist of the Silver Surfer back in the 90s with Jim Starlin, and he also did finished off the Infinity Gauntlet, Infinity War, and a lot of other stuff for Marvel. And this is a really nice action piece by Ron Lim with the Silver Surfer, my favorite character, battling Thanos. Have a better look. Next up, we have a piece by Playboy artist Dean Yeagle, and this is the character Mandy, who has been featured a lot in the pages of Playboy magazine. Dean Yeagle has a style that's reminiscent of a lot of the Disney animation style of the time, in the especially the 60s and 70s and 80s. And he wanted to be a Disney animator, but then he ended up doing a lot for Playboy magazine. Hugh Hefner is a big comic fan. He's a big fan of comic art, and this is Dean's most famous creation of Mandy. Usually in the Playboy magazine, she's in the nude, so it's pretty funny to see a Disney style done in a men's magazine. So this is a piece by Dean Yeagle of the character Mandy. Next, we have an original art piece. This is an art page from Marvel Superhero Storybook, and this is of Silver Surfer. This is for page 7 of the Marvel Storybook collection, and it's done by artist Olliffe. It features the Silver Surfer. I really like this piece because it really depicts the idea that superheroes are the modern day gods of our era, and this piece really exemplifies that. Next up, we have another commission. This time it's done by, this is an Apache Warrior as drawn by Truman, who is best known as the artist for Grimjack in the 1980s and Scout. And he's also done a lot of work for album covers for Santana, and he's done a lot of work for DC, especially Hawk World and Hawkman, and he's done Justice League as well. There's a lot of other DC characters. Oh, he's also done a lot of Western themed comics, as you can see why I've asked him to do a Western theme. I asked him to do an Apache Warrior, because he did Scout. He's also done Lone Ranger for Topps Comics. He also done some Western comics for. He's also done a lot of Jonah Hex and other Western comics for DC and Dark Horse. So Timothy Truman is a really underrated artist in my opinion, and I think this is a really nice piece of an Apache Warrior and his horse. This was a commission that was done at that I asked him to do at the California Con in Yorba Linda. He was there several years ago. Really nice guy. And finally, we have this piece. It's Wolverine #1 from 2010, done by George Perez. It's a blank variant. It's of Wolverine pulling out an arrow from his shoulder. It was done this year at the Los Angeles Comic Book and Science Fiction Convention. George Perez. You all know who George Perez is. He's also my favorite Wonder Woman artist. And there you have it. Hope you enjoyed this video. Please like and subscribe. And this is the Comic Book Ninja signing off.